Welcome back, farmers. Today I'm going to be telling you about the few places that I buy my pepper seeds because this seems like it should be really simple. You know, you go online, find a place that sells seeds, buy them, whether it's Amazon or whatever, but it's really not that straightforward. And I'm going to tell you a few of the places I like to buy my seeds because they are reliable most of the time and they provide great varieties that you really can't find anywhere else because it just gets kind of boring growing bell peppers, jalapenos, habaneros, all those basic varieties. Those are great because you can cook with them and they're pretty popular. But sometimes you might want to grow something that you can't find in the store or online. So I'm going to show you how to dive in and find some species that you might not be able to find other places. My first source is Baker's Creek. Baker's Creek is a great source because they have heirloom seeds that will always grow true to type. Most of the time when you buy seeds, there's a chance that they won't grow into the variety that you originally intended. So say I go to the store and I buy some jalapeno seeds. A lot of times what happens when you buy them, they will grow into, say, Thai chilies or cayenne peppers. And that gets really frustrating. But at Baker Creek, they do a great job at making sure that the seeds they give you are stable and grow true to exactly what you want. Another pro from Baker's Creek is that they have a good variety of sweet peppers and a great variety of hot peppers. If you want a little bit of heat, they have that. And if you want a little bit of sweet, they also have that. The one con that I can think of for Baker's Creek is they just don't have that great of a variety of super hot peppers. When you're talking Carolina Reapers, they have those, but anything like a Carolina Reaper, like rare varieties of scorpion peppers and ghost peppers and a whole bunch of other super hots that I could go on. There's so many varieties, but they just don't have the greatest selection of that, and that's the only con I can think of for Baker's Creek. Overall, a great source for seeds, and I've ordered off of there quite frequently. The second source that I recommend is the Chili Pepper Institute by New Mexico State University. Just like Baker Creek, the Chili Pepper Institute has a lot of great varieties that will grow true to type. Very rarely do people get seeds off of that website and have the peppers not grow to what they wanted. Another great thing about the Chili Pepper Institute is that they have a lot of their own unique varieties called the New Mex variety. I'm actually growing a variety that they have right now that they've developed called the New Mex Twilight. It's an ornamental pepper that has a bunch of different colors and they almost look like Christmas lights. So that's a cool variety that they've developed over there. When you buy seeds from the Chili Pepper Institute at New Mexico State University, you're really encouraging pepper history and a great type of education about peppers that you really just can't find at too many other schools. Just like Baker Creek, when it comes to the New Mexico State University Chili Pepper Institute, super hot varieties and other hot varieties are very limited. But if you don't want super hots, this is a great place to go find seeds. The third source that I get my seeds, and it's probably the craziest one, is Facebook groups. Through Facebook groups, there's so many rare varieties that you just can't get access to on all the other sources that I've mentioned before. A lot of people come up with their own crosses and they're able to send them out to people and vice versa. So if you have your own cross, this would also be a great place to share and try and stabilize it to create a new pepper variety. Facebook groups will have the largest variety of pepper seeds and super hot seeds. So if you want the really, really hot peppers, I'm talking Dragon's Breath, Carolina Reapers, all the different varieties of Carolina Reapers, Facebook is going to be your best friend because a lot of people have seeds that they want to stabilize and they'll send them to you. And if you grow them yourself and help them stabilize them, one, there's new pepper varieties, and two, you have access to seeds that you would never have access to if you just tried to order them through online websites. And the last pro of Facebook groups is that most of these seeds can be obtained for free. A lot of people are willing to reach out and send pepper seeds to everybody that really wants them. So if you don't even have seeds to trade to other people, you can still get seeds on the Facebook groups if you ask nicely. The only issue that I find when I get seeds from Facebook groups is that sometimes, and actually more often than not, people don't do the best job of isolating the plants that they're growing, and you can sometimes get some really weird crosses, and most of the time you're gonna get peppers that are not growing true to seed because of those crosses. This could be accidental because a lot of people don't want to take the time to isolate their plants, which is completely fine. So if you're willing to take the chance to grow these plants and not get the exact thing that you were thinking that you were growing, then that's no problem. But if you want to grow a specific pepper, I would probably stay away from the Facebook groups. So last but not least, the source that's probably my favorite is Matt's Peppers. I have bought seeds from Matt's Peppers before and they've been fantastic. He's almost like a regulated Facebook group. He sends you seeds that are going to grow true to type, and the variety that he has is insane. He has some mutant varieties that look really cool, and I haven't grown any of them yet, but I'll be definitely trying to get my hands on some seeds when they're available again. Matt's Peppers also has a huge variety of super hots and a lot of rare varieties that you can't even find on Facebook groups sometimes. That's where I got my Dreamcatcher pepper, and some of you guys that are subscribed, if you're watching this, you might have subscribed to get some free Dreamcatcher seeds, but that's where I got them, was from Matt's Peppers. So he really has some cool varieties, and you should definitely look into them because they're pretty cheap and they just can't be found anywhere else. One other cool thing about Matt's Peppers is he has his own variety called the Matapino, and it's a variegated jalapeno that has these white leaves, and it's something that I've never seen before. And if you have the opportunity, I would go check that out as soon as possible because that pepper is probably the coolest one that I've seen. Personally, I have not been able to grow it successfully, but when I do, I'll try and give away some seeds. I'm not going to give away too many though, because I really do think that if you want the Matapino, you should go support Matt's Peppers, but I might give a handful of people some seeds to grow. The only con that I see with his store is that it's only open from fall until early spring. So during the summer, you're not able to buy seeds because he's really working hard to get those seeds to sell in the fall. So if you're trying to buy seeds in the middle of summer, you're not going to be able to get any. So if you want some, you need to get them from fall to early spring. So here's what I suggest if you're on the hunt for some seeds before you start growing peppers. If you're a starter, I would go with Baker's Creek or the Chili Pepper Institute because you know what you're going to be getting, and they have some cool varieties that if you're excited about. I know the first time I tried growing peppers, there were a few varieties that I was really excited about, and I just wanted to make sure that these were the varieties that I was growing. If that is a concern of yours, I would definitely go to those two places. If you're someone who's looking to get the rarest seeds and growing the craziest varieties with no guarantee that those peppers are going to be anything that you planted, then go to the Facebook groups. There's a lot of people willing to give them away, and I think this would be the perfect place for you. And last but not least, if you have grown peppers before and you're looking to get some really cool varieties and you do want them to be true to seed, I think that you should go to Matt's Peppers because he seems to be offering some seeds that are perfect for experienced growers. Overall, growing peppers is something that I find very enjoyable, and I just wanted to create a little bit of a guide on where you should buy the seeds because there's a lot of distributors out there, and I just really wanted to narrow it down to 4 for you guys so that way you can make this as simple as possible. So go out there and find some seeds that you want to grow and let me know how they do. Thanks for watching, and I hope your plants are growing just as well as mine.